So for today's video I'm going to be doing my basic everyday makeup look. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to show you all the products that I use. So to start off, using a primer. This is the Australis Serum Primer. A little bit on my cheeks, forehead, down my nose, and on my chin. And just rub it all in. Like so. Okay, so next, because my skin is so red, I'm going to go in and use a color corrector. Now, using a color wheel, the opposite to the color red is green. So we use a green color corrector. Just put it over all your red spots and blend it in, and it kind of neutralizes out the color again. This is from Australis. Just dotting it on my cheeks, then again the side, on my forehead, then a bit down my nose. Then I just grab a sponge and blend that all in. I mean, it's not going to cover the entire redness, but it will minimize it a little bit. Like so. Alright, so now you can just go in with foundation. Just cover it all in foundation and then you can just blend it all in. So what I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me Pore foundation in the shade 112, so it's natural ivory. So what I do, I just grab a little bit and put it on the back of my hand. And then just grab a beauty blender, dab it on the end like so, and then just start blending it in all over.
A few moments later.
So once I've done that, I like to let it set a little bit. So whilst I'm letting it just sit on my face, I go in and do my brows. So I'm just using a dark brown eye pencil with a spoolie at the end, and then I just brush my brows like so, and then fill in the gaps. Like so. I just go back in with the beauty blender around because the spoolie cuts into the foundation. Alright, so whilst that's done, I'll go in with a little bit of concealer. So this is again the Maybelline brand. I don't know what shade it is. Shade 5 Ivory. So it's a little bit lighter than my foundation. So just go a little bit under my eyes. So on my forehead, my chin, and down my nose. And then grab the beauty blender and then just dab and blend that all in. Alright. So, I'm the type of person that doesn't like a dewy skin foundation, so I like to go in with the translucent powder over my entire face and basically just mattes it out. So I'm gonna grab my brush, and then I have the BYS translucent loose powder in light, and I'm just going to use a tiny little bit, just pour it into the lid like so. Just grab a brush. There's a lot of fallout, and I just dab it under my eyes and all over my face. It just helps matte it out a little bit so it doesn't feel so wet on my skin. On the forehead. Make sure I bring it down my neck also, over my ears. So next I'm going to go in with a bronzer to do a little bit of contour on my cheeks and on my forehead. So once again, Maybelline bronze. Grab the brush, just a little bit on, and then from your top of the ear down to your lip is where you're looking at going. So just about the middle and here. On your cheek, and then again on the other side from the top of the ear down to the inner corner of your lip, then in the middle. And then I like to do a little bit on my forehead, just on the sides here, and then on the other side. And always remember to make sure you blend it all in. And then a little bit on my jaw to give the jaw a little bit more definition. Alright. So that's the contour. Now I like to go in, sometimes I like to go in with blush, sometimes not. So today I will be going in with some blush. I'm just using blush sort of cheek palette. I like to use this one here. It's a little bit orange, but it's very light. And just a little bit on the brush, and then just above where you've bronzed, a little bit on each side. I don't need too much because, as you saw in the beginning, I'm very pink and red in the cheeks anyway, so it naturally comes through. So now a little bit of highlighter. Got to add a little bit of sparkle in your life. So I'm just using the E.L.F brand, just a brush, and then a little bit, and then over the blush a little bit. And then again on the other side. And then a little bit on the nose. And the Cupid's bow. Alright. So that's face. Now I like to go in with my eyes. So today I'm going to be using a Morphe palette. All these wonderful colours. Like so. I like to go in with a very neutral, plain sort of colour for my everyday makeup because you don't want to have too much. So I'm going to go in with, I believe, this one here, which is called Bake. A little bit on flat brush and then over the lid of my eye. And you can bring it down a little bit on the lower lash line. So, and the same on the other side. And just blend it out using using the fluffy brush. And once again, I'm going to bring it on the lower lash line. Then I'm going to go in with some mascara. What I'm using today is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I don't like to use eyeliner all the time. Sometimes I put it on, sometimes I don't. Today I'm not going to worry. Now, during my everyday makeup, I don't really use lipstick or anything. Sometimes I just use just a lip balm or something, but that's fine. Or I don't wear anything at all. Now I'm just going to go in with a setting spray, which is my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Spray it all over the face. Give it a decent amount. And there we go. That is my everyday makeup look. Thank you.